So, I know you can't hear it, but it's an Akon.
I can hear it from the headphones.
You hear it from the headphones?
Don't let me down. Oh, is it the remix thing? Yeah.
Exactly.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
All right, let me make sure it's a bit down then, so there's no fucking feedback. No, I need to change the intro because I made this during COVID. But to be fair, I've only made 20 episodes since.
I'll record now. Beatbox it.
Huh? Beatbox, I know, right? What podcast do you listen to normally? Rogan?
I don't really listen to Rogan that much. I listen to most of the comedians that go on Rogan, I listen to their ones. That's
a fair point. But then he has pretty good people on there.
Yeah.
You know, stand-up comedy I watched for the first time? Not for the first time, but I don't watch white comedians.
Shane Gillis?
Yeah. I didn't like what he said about Australians not having black people, because I'm like, there's hella niggas out here.
But where he would have gone, he wouldn't have seen them.
You think so? Because he said London had no niggas too. And
yeah, exactly. Because they didn't go to the people with the places where there's black people.
I feel like niggas just appear in the city.
Happened last time. Zach Fox came down here, and he was
the artist.
Yeah.
The black nigga. Is he black, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he came down here, and he had a good show, and he was like, you know, where are all the black people? I don't see them anywhere. And everyone's like, Foot's great.
To be fair, I feel like Zach Fox, what is his name? Zach Fox, right?
Yeah.
Isn't most of his fans like white girls and shit? White people?
Yeah, kind of.
So he's fucked like that.
People were holding up stuff to give him in the crowd. Someone had a VHS of Mike.
Oh,
someone had the soundtrack to Shrek and stuff, you know.
Soundtrack to Shrek? Yeah. Is that
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's a weird internet guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I assume he likes meme shit.
Yeah, he'll be very successful.
It's pretty funny.
Australia.
He's kind of stand up in between as well. It's a pretty good show.
Oh, he did sound he was just joking around
Well, he's just funny. So he's just talking shit, but he's actually funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like I know. He's light skinned, right?
Yeah.
I think I know what he looks like. Yeah. He probably grew up around white people.
I don't know. I think he's from Atlanta.
I stand corrected.
That's the least.
I know. I was gonna say I've been to Atlanta. It's just niggas.
I've been there too.
It's just niggas.
That is sick. I love Atlanta.
Bro, the one place where you
city's kind of fucked up, the roads and shit.
Yeah, especially the minute you leave the city. And it's like there's no suburbs. It's just country.
Yeah, no.
It's it's bad. It's like woods.
It's and it's empty malls or malls with giant car parks and there's no cars in it.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
And then
but then you go in there, there's people in there. It's where are the cars?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a mall. I don't know if it was Atlanta. I was in the South for a long time. And it was a mall where half the stores were closed. And one of the stores that were open were...
it's Docklands.
Is that what?
That's Docklands.
Fuck. All right. So, to be fair, I haven't recorded it since I was with you, I think.
Yeah.
So now we'll be more consistent, apparently. That's what I said last time. Definitely didn't happen. Yeah. But I keep paying for a subscription to be online. And I keep getting downloads. So here we are. Bro, what happened on the weekend?
What happened on the weekend?
One, I know you voted no, and you want to tell the people why.
I was talking so much shit.
He's like, I don't want this to... It's going to be cut right there.
Yeah, it's...
Did you vote?
Yeah, I voted yes. And, we talked about it, on... Was it Friday night? We were talking about how... You thought, obviously, the yes vote's going to pass. And me and your sister were like, no, they're voting no 100%. And you're like, you reckon? I was like, it's going to be 100% no. What are you talking about? I'm voting yes, but it's going to be no.
Australia voted yes for same-sex marriage. Overwhelmingly, I feel like.
I feel like that's different. I feel like that's really easy to understand. It's you want, men to marry men or women to marry women. It's but what are the details? There's no questions about it. It's pretty simple. Everyone knows what marriage is. It's that thing, but just with same sex. It's pretty easy to understand.
We'll get to that because I think it's basically a topic on today's episode. But anything else interesting happened on the weekend? So me and you went out Friday. I cut my hair since. You haven't said anything, so I'm assuming my haircut wasn't that great because you said my hair was too long. Remember? You said my hair was...
My girlfriend doesn't even talk to me like this. This is crazy.
I know, I'm offended. First of all, I wouldn't have said anything if you didn't mention that my hair was too long. Remember you mentioning that?
I did talk shit about your hair. I did.
Yes, I remember.
I talked a lot of shit about your hair.
Yeah, and then Nat was like, yo, what's up with your hairline? I said, first of all...
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you didn't say that. I was like, first of all, nigga, I've always had a bad hairline since I was a kid. So it's not going back, it's not going forward. It's just staying crooked.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
you got that J. Cole crooked smile.
That's what I got, but on my fucking head, bro. Looking like a shark. So I was like, bro, it's just because I have too much hair right now. It looks kind of fucking slanted. And I was like, I cut my hair. And then now my hairline is evenly ugly. But yeah, you didn't mention anything, so I'm offended.
No, yeah, you got cut.
Yes.
You got a guy, Enzo?
Yeah, I gotta go with my guy Enzo. Very expensive. His prices went up, man.
Yeah, when I book online, like his price like $10 more expensive than the other
Bro,
guy.
it went
So,
up now.
ooh.
Again.
Again? Oh man.
It's $110.
Man, I get what?
Yeah.
Oh, because you get the full beard and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but then minus the beard, it's like $95.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I get a $60.
You know
$60 haircut.
You know what's fucked up?
Which is still crazy in my mind.
It is a lot. But you know what's fucked up? So he's going out of state for a month. So I told him, hey, look, I need my hair cut very short until you come back. And even nowadays, I try to cut it extra short so I can save a week before going to see him because it's so expensive. So I'm like, all right, cut it shorter than I want it, just so at least I can waste an extra week before I have to come see you. Because I get my hair cut every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So $180, which is what it was before last payment. It was $180 a month. Yeah. You know, and it's the worst times too. You know, you're like, fuck, I gotta spend $90 to get my hair cut before I go out tonight. Go out and spend how much money?
You got nothing.
Now I'm like, god damn.
Did you make that choice? Is that why you showed up to the party, fucked up hair, but you bought a bottle?
Honestly, that was part of the reason.
100%.
No. What it was he didn't have any times that day, and I thought Alex, because he's popular, so you have to book a week in advance.
Oh, okay.
So I thought Alex's birthday was on the Saturday. I did it was on the Friday, so I booked my appointment for Saturday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Thinking that I'll go to the party later.
Yeah.
And then I can't change it at that point. It's too late. So next thing you know, I got there looking crazy. Niggas talking about my hairline, saying my hair's too long. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was getting abused left, right, and
I don't think I
center.
was saying anything bad. I was like, oh, your hair's pretty long. I didn't say anything about it, like being, but then you were like, oh, it's kind of fucked up. I was like, yeah, it is kind of fucked up. I disagree with you.
It was kind of fucked up. You know what's crazy? So
actually, back to the Enzo, your lover and hairdresser.
Yes.
He
as Enzo says,
did I tell you the first time I met? Because I was going to the hairdresser for a while, and then he showed up one day and like he cut my hair, and then he was, he seemed like a cool guy, whatever. He was talking, and then at the end of it, he like asked, he's like, "Hey, buddy, do you have Instagram?" I was like, it's kind of weird, but yeah, all right. You want to add me on Instagram, whatever. I don't know. Maybe this guy's supposed to get like a beer or some shit. I don't know what it was. And then he took my phone and then just put in his Instagram and then made me follow him, and then that was it. And I realized he's got like a haircut page. He just wants me to follow his haircut page. And he didn't want to follow back or nothing. I'm like, I'm not just following you. What the fuck? That's not how you do that. If you say, hey, do you have Instagram? That's like, surely that's a mutual ad, not follow me. What the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. He did the same shit to me.
Yeah, right?
But after my fourth haircut, he followed me back.
All right, okay.
I think what happened was he was cutting my hair, and then he always used it as like his designs, like before and after, which I thought was kind of offensive. I was like, yo, my nigga, before and after? You see, I come here looking crazy.
I saved this boy's life.
I swear to God. And then the worst part is, have you ever got your photo taken by a barber? Bro, their camera is in your face. Imagine the camera in your face, and they're like, hey, stand on that angle. Do I smile? Do I not?
Oh, no, I did the other day. Oh, you know what? Oh, fuck. This is another one. I got my haircut, not the last time, but time before that, I got my haircut from that place. There was another new guy, this British guy. He came in so aggressive. The way he was like, he was cutting like Edward Scissorhands speed, but like no finesse, He was going crazy, and then like he was like lining me up and stuff. And then like I don't know. Sometimes you get buzzed a bit, and like it stings, but it's like fine, whatever. Yeah. He just held it there, and I was like, it hurts. And it went to the point where it's like, this definitely hurts more than it should. And then look at this. Can you see this? This is full on. There's a mark here. You see it?
Barely, but yeah, I see it.
There was like a full burn on the side of my head, and it was just covered by my hairline. And this guy, he at the end of that haircut, he's like, hey mate, do you mind if I take a few photos of it? He was British. And I was like, yeah, all right. And then as I get home, I see this fucking burn. I'm like, what are you taking photos of? Is this like, am I his like fuck up folder? Is like here's what not to
never do again. Fuck, that's fucked, bro. Now Enzo always takes photos of my head, but then one thing I appreciate about him, mind you guys, he's like he's not tiny, he's a short French guy with like orange hair, but he knows how to cut hair. And he takes like, honestly, last time I was there, it took an hour and 45 minutes.
It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. Like, probably does it. And I'm like, I know it's good when he takes the photo after.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him not take a photo before, like, after, and I'm offended. And I'm just like, bro, I'm offended if you
finish the haircut, he starts making eye contact.
Yeah, he's just like,
looking at the ceiling.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you next time. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you in 3-4 weeks when my next paycheck comes in. And after that, I have to consider what I'm eating before I go there. If I'm going there at the end of the week, I'm like, all right, I have to miss out on 2 meals. I have to miss out on 2 takeout meals to make up for it. And that's my experience with him. He's a good barber. Yeah. And then
he's good.
And then, like, yeah, he's a good barber. I also got fired on today.
Damn, my condolences.
Thank you. So I got fired from Tommy Jeans. Tommy Hilfiger, for people that don't know. I got my letter today of resignation, so I have until Monday to use my 50% off discount. I haven't worked there in 4 or 5 months, so I kind of saw this coming, but didn't see it coming. So
Did they just like stop giving you shifts, or like were you not showing up to shifts and like what?
I mean, there was
was it your fault or was it
kind of both, right?
Yeah.
So they started giving me shifts, and the day of, I was like, damn, my girlfriend got into a car accident. It was kind of fucked up. She
God.
did it. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I was like an hour left. I couldn't say I got into an accident because then he might call me and be like, "Oh, are you okay?" And at that point, you have to lie on the phone. But it's just a bit much. My girlfriend is like, "All right, I don't have to call him. I can just text him."
When you send that, there's a part of you like, I don't know if you like superstitious, right? There's a part of you go like, did I just like wish that upon her? You know? Because what if something like that happens? You say that and then it happened. Like
even think twice about
even
it.
if it wasn't, obviously it's not connected, but like a part of you like, damn. Even if it was like 2 weeks later, she gets like bumped or something. Like,
maybe you might be right, because subconsciously, whenever I
Right?
lied to teachers or schools, and I always say my grandpa died.
yeah. And you hope actually happens.
You know what? I never met him. They're both dead.
Oh,
Both my grandpa.
but you don't know when it happened. Do you know when it happened?
I never met him.
Okay.
So I'm like, I always
You can use that.
You know, but I never said my grandma because I got one grandma left. And if I did say my grandma, I would have to be very specific. You're my grandma on my dad's side, the one that doesn't exist. Yeah, so maybe.
Turtle grandma.
Yeah, maybe you know what? I don't know. Everyone, you know, they say like car accidents are bad and everything. But let's be real, nigga.
Yeah, I've heard that saying. Like, what are we talking about?
Let's be real. How many people do you know have died from a car accident?
I mean,
Say it with your chest.
not me personally, but I know.
See, no one knows them. It's a conspiracy.
I have a friend that like. Oh, this is like sad, but I have a friend who was in.
I don't want to
car-
laugh.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh.
Well, no, he was like in high school. He was in a car, and then like he was in the car. Like his friend died, but he like survived it. But like he was.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
That's not even that bad.
I mean,
I think I say he's
for
in a
me,
wheelchair.
I guess for him, is.
I think I say he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, but it
no?
fucked him up. Like you know, he's in high school or whatever, like just after.
What does
high
he do
school
now
or
with his life?
something. I don't really know. He does like some kind of like construction or something. He's like.
Is it tradie?
I don't know if he's a tradie or if he's like works for like a construction company or something, or like I don't know. It's like his dad's company, something like that. I don't know. I don't listen when people say what they do.
Damn. So his friend died in the car. Was he driving?
I can't remember the exact details. I think it was like a car full of people.
Car full of people.
Yeah, like you know, like full car, and then like one guy died. I think.
Just
Some
one?
of that. I don't know all the details,
See?
man.
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it's
I don't know what people do. I don't know about people's trauma. I don't listen.
They always say the commercials die car accident here.
Are you saying there's 1 in 5? It's not
They
that
say
bad.
it's 1 in 5 death. I don't know what they say, bro. But all I'm saying is,
No, I'm saying like you're saying that like even if you get in an accident, 1 in 5 chance something bad
yeah,
actually happens.
bro, I've been in 5 accidents.
I've been in a few.
Yeah,
None of them my fault.
I'm alive. Yeah, cars are decent, man. It's because I don't drive the truck. No, I'm just playing. I was gonna say. All right,
That's
so-
something crazy.
I was gonna say something crazy. All right, let's talk about the next topic, which is the vote that happened on the weekend.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Can you hear that?
What's
I can't
poppin'?
hear what's poppin'. So we're talking about the weekend and what we did, right? So after my haircut, this is fucked up. I know it's fucked up, and I shouldn't have done this. So I had to vote. I tried to vote on Friday, but I couldn't find they couldn't find me in the electoral.
You had that new haircut energy. You're like, man, fuck them niggas.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I was like, technically, I'm not even for the vote, not because of the same reasons for the racist whites, but I'll tell you why. So on Friday, I called them like, yo, where can I vote? And they say, you never registered to vote. And I'm like, how is that possible? And she's like,
Oh, I remember you saying this. Yeah,
She's like, have you ever voted? And I said, no. And I'm like, I have $1,000 in fines. For
you
not
ain't here
voting.
to be fair, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. And then she's like, okay, if you give me your first name, last name, and suburb, I can tell you where you're registered to vote. Bro, tell me why this bitch on the phone. I give her all the information, right? And she's like, suburb is wrong. Right? And I'm like, Caroline Springs? She's like, no.
You've been there the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Footscray? No. And I was like, maybe I tried scamming in the past. I was like, Melton, Rockbank? Like, maybe I put my address somebody else's address. I don't know, right? And she's like, no, it's
Set up for
2
NDIS
words.
shit.
Bro, that's what I'm thinking. And then she's like, I can't tell you what it is. So I'm like, I've given you my driver's license number, all this information. You can't tell me what suburb is. I need to go to vote. And she's like, no, you can keep guessing and I can help you. I said, I feel like I'm on a game show and I'm talking to a government official. Yeah, she's like, all right, it's 2 words. I'm like, bitch, can I get a letter? Like, I'm seriously.
So that's South something, right? Like
That's what I'm
the
thinking.
North something.
And I'm like,
Something Heights. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I've only lived in the West, right? So I'm like, all right, not Caroline Springs. And she's like, no. And
That's
I
2
was
words.
like, Deer Park? Never have I even considered living in Deer Park. I'm naming all the suburbs. She's
St.
like,
Albans?
no, none of that. And then she's like, you know my help? You know what she said to me, bro? This bitch. She's like, if you look at the map of Victoria. I said, bitch, I know where I've lived. Like, first time I look at the map of Victoria, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I lived here. I went back to Ascoville. I moved from Ascoville when I was 5.
Yeah, back in the day.
That's why, bro. I was living in community.
You're registered. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Long story short, she's like, okay, so what you need to do is just go into a booth and just tell them you're not from the area.
You must be a scam or some shit. Someone had like a grow house or something.
Bro,
It's already on there.
That's what I'm saying. So then I'm like, all right. So Friday is too late, and then Saturday I wake up for my haircut at 3:30. Right? You have to vote by 5 p.m. Is it 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.? It was 6 p.m. It was 6 p.m.
I think it might be 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get my haircut, right? Mind you, I just said my haircut took an hour and a half. Brother, it's now 5 p.m. I'm in fucking St. Kilda. I'm in fucking God knows where. My place is an hour away. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, am I gonna make it in time? I haven't eaten all day. So I'm like, fuck, I need to eat. And I'm like, remember, I'm so confident Australia's going to vote yes. I'm like, why does it even matter?
You were confident.
Why does it even matter if I vote? I said, it doesn't even matter. But then I thought to myself, I have to, And also, when I got to the train station, it said 50 minutes. And then the voting booth was 8 minutes away. So I was like,
You didn't get absentee. You could have just gone to the nearest church.
Yeah. So it was 8 minutes away from the train station. The train was coming in 15 minutes.
Okay.
After I got food and everything, I was like, Howie, are you really going to sit down for 15 minutes instead of walking 8 minutes to go vote and get back in time? I'm like, I can walk in 6.5. Everything should be quick. So I walk to a primary school, and there's people outside. They're like, vote yes, vote yes. What do? Don't give me that. I'm already voting yes. Don't waste your paper on me.
Was it St Kilda East Primary School? Is that one?
St Kilda Primary School.
Yeah.
I don't St Kilda East.
Because that was my area, because I lived right there, so that was where I voted.
You voted too?
Yeah.
Like it's like a little park, not a park, but like a lot of grass before you walk in. Kids playing soccer and shit. Playground.
I think so. Yeah.
Right next to the barber shop.
Yeah. That's where. Yeah.
You voted there too?
Yeah, because I live right there.
Oh, okay.
I used to. Yeah.
So I voted there as well. So I eventually go in, right? And I looked at the guy on my right, and I was like, yeah, he's voting no for sure, bro. I saw this guy, bro. He's wearing the
racial profiling.
Racial profiling. I was 100% correct. You know,
you got the New Balance?
He didn't have the New Balance. What he had a tank top, shorts, and flip flops, and tattoos, and those black glasses. You know, there's like black Aussie glasses that they wear, and tattoos. And I was like,
I was gonna say he's got a tattoo from Bali or something, or like Thailand.
It might as well be. And I was like, you know, one of those people where it's like they're either gonna be super pro, like yes, or every other option is no. So, and he wasn't saying anything, right? So I was like, he was in front of me when we walked in. He didn't take a pamphlet too, but he didn't say what I said. I said, I'm gonna vote yes. I don't need the pamphlet. Don't waste your paper on me. He just said no. So I was like, interesting. Same story. This guy had to, I guess, it was from out of the area, so we had to go to the same area to vote. Because like there's locals vote here and then thing vote here. Bro, when we go vote, right, we're literally booth to booth.
Damn.
And like we're tight like this, bro. First of all, the way it's set up, you've seen it, right? It's like it's yes or no. You literally just tick yes or no.
You write yes or no.
You write yes or no. My bad. You write yes or no.
What'd you do?
I didn't even read the shit, bro. I just said yes. So I fold it, and then the lady's like, "Oh, just put it in here." She holds the envelope for you. She just put it in there. Bro, the way I fold it is like kind of open. Cause I'm like, I know what I voted. I'm comfortable. Bro, the guy next to me, tell me why he voted. His shit so tight. He like lick the motherfucker. He's like, no one's gonna see this vote. I was like, I know what you voted, motherfucker. So he voted.
He rolled a J.
He rolled a J. Everything, bro. It was so tight the way he fucking folded that paper. So I voted yes. I did my due diligence, but that guy voted no, and the country voted no. And for people that are listening and don't know what we're talking about, do you want to tell them what the referendum was? Because I
you don't know what it is.
I know what it is, but I feel like you can explain it better than I ever.
There's a referendum. First referendum in what was it, like 30 years or something?
I didn't even know that.
And the referendum was to amend the Constitution.
Yeah.
Constitution?
Yeah.
To include a permanent Aboriginal and Torres Islander voice. Yeah, Torres Strait Islander voice. To Parliament as an advisory board. So basically like a group or a committee that would like give advice to the government in order to better serve Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities.
It's not that deep. It's not that big of a deal.
There wasn't really many more details than that, but it sounded like it was just kind of an advisory group. And the only reason it was put to a referendum is so that it was permanent and like another government couldn't vote it out. Because you can just kind of vote in... Like, the government can just do it. They can just have a committee. Yeah. And then, like, the next government come in and be like, we don't want that committee anymore. So, that's basically what it is. That's me, my 10 minutes where I Googled it before I voted.
Okay, I didn't even do that. I just, like, because I know the Indigenous...
I kind of understand it, but, like, you know...
No, like...
It sounds pretty, like... It's kind of like a high... The thing about it is, like, even if it went through, it doesn't really sound like it's that much...
Exactly.
You don't get that much for it. Like,
for me, it's a compromise.
It's just like a group that's like... Hey, this is like sacred land, maybe don't drill for oil there, and then you
They
know,
might
companies can like still do it. Like, who gives a fuck?
So
or mindful, whatever the fuck.
exactly right, and that's literally like what I've known it to be. And I know the indigenous population in Australia is the only, I think, indigenous peoples in the world that might not have a treaty yet with the government.
Yeah, I think it's state to state. I think like individual states are negotiating treaties.
They haven't, but like, and then a federal rule can trump a state, right? That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So they don't have a treaty. So for me, when I think about the voice, I'm like, this is a compromise because they're like, oh, it's going to lead to a treaty. In my head, I'm like, you thinking you'll ask Australians for like a step-by-step process to be a treaty? I'm like, no, this is a compromise in my head, right? But then I'm seeing the reason why I voted yes, even though I think that like you can't beg the government to give you a treaty or you're right, you just kind of take it by force, is because I'm like, indigenous people started saying like, we have to vote yes, from what I'm seeing, right? More than not, they're saying like vote yes, and I'm like, okay, if this is what you guys want to compromise on, we'll compromise there. Me personally, I'm like, you gotta fucking take shit.
Initially, there was like a progressive campaign, like progressive no campaign, which is like people that are like, we're saying no to this because we want more.
Yes,
and then eventually, closer to the day of the vote, they all pulled out. I'm like, all right, like I'm switching to yes
because the racist Australians were like, the racist. Why do people vote no? Let's just think. Everyone's saying Australia's racist. Why do people vote no?
I think people have their own idea about what it is in their heads, but also there isn't any like concrete details about it.
It's
like
a horrible marketing.
When you read up like the details of it, it's kind of like
confusing.
The Prime Minister and his government will figure out the details later. Is like kind of what they say. You're like, well, okay, that's weird, but it doesn't really sound like it could be. It's not like it's going to be a completely different like branch of government or whatever that makes decisions like unilaterally. But like
it kind of sounds like that though.
But when you go like we don't have the details yet, it's like people just go crazy in their heads, and it's like COVID made people not trust the government. Vaccines made people not trust the government. So it's like it's impossible to be like, hey, trust us, because it's like nobody fucking trusts you. What the fuck? There's still like I'm sure like that day there were still people outside Parliament House like protesting for the vaccines that aren't mandatory anymore. Those people are still there, and it's like you want these people to vote yes? What the fuck?
And you have to vote in Australia.
Yeah.
And then that's a part of the reason I'm like, for me, I was like
you don't even have to really give that much of a shit to vote no. So there's people that like don't give a fuck that are like, I don't really even care, I'm gonna vote no. There's also people like, I don't care.
But
I'm
you know,
vote
the marketing
yes.
campaign was against it. It was, if you don't understand it, vote no.
If you don't know, you vote no, which is such a good slogan.
Bro,
there's no yes slogan.
There's beautiful.
There's no yes slogan.
There's no yes slogan. But my God, what is it? If you don't know, vote no. What a beautiful campaign. Propaganda to the not propaganda, but just marketing to the.
Of course, it's all propaganda.
Yeah, but like marketing to the T. Yeah. And it's to be fair,
you need a catchy slogan.
It could be. Imagine this referendum wasn't anything else, not this thing specifically.
What would the yes slogan be? What would like be catchy for people?
It's not being catchy. It's just, what the fuck?
Just like, yeah, nah, go on. just shit like that.
Imagine that was a slogan, then everything. Yeah, nah, yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, would be pretty good.
That'd be a better option than that. Nah, then
those are the options. Nah, yeah, nah.
That's the most Aussie election ever. Oh man, I can imagine like old parents like trying to read that shit. Like, what the fuck is this? No, like to be fair, like it was just bad marketing. And then the worst part is I feel bad because I'm like, I feel like it's a compromise. All right, the voice.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll say I'm 20% sure that you lied about voting completely. No. I feel like your story started with like, oh, he's gonna say like he didn't end up voting, and then you like weave this story that like
primary school. Okay, I'm very specific.
Yeah. That's true. All right.
What the hell?
You could have just looked it up and I don't know.
I had to look it up. I had to look what the nearest voting poll station was.
All right, I believe you. All right.
I couldn't even eat my fucking fries. You know what's fucked up? Remember I said it was 15 minutes wait for the train, right? Do you know why 15 minutes wait? Because I stopped by the chicken shop because I was hungry. I haven't eaten all day. So I got my food. I'm like, I'm gonna sit on the train and eat it all the way to Footscray where I can go home and vote. I couldn't do that because it's 15 minutes. I'm like, I have to go vote. Bro, I'm not gonna eat inside a voting poll. And this lady's like, it smells like hot chips here. I'm like, yeah, it's mine. It better be cold. I can't
imagine you in there, you eating fried chicken. I'm just assuming, just for the joke at least, it's fried chicken. You went to the chicken shop.
That's what
You're in there eating that shit.
Trying to vote.
the guy in the thongs, he's looking at you. And he's like, you know what? Maybe I will vote. He sees you. He's like, nah.
That's what it was. Probably, bro. I was wearing the always was, always will be shirts. Yeah. I was wearing one of those. And then the reason why like Australia voted no pissed me off even more. Bro, so remember I said it's 7 minutes or 8 minute walk to the fucking thing, 8 minute walk back. Train comes in 15 minutes. But when you walk on Google Maps, it's like half that time. I see the train, right? As I'm walking back, I have to sprint I'm running to that motherfucker in a jacket, everything. I get on the train. I barely make it. I don't touch on. I'm sweating. I'm not gonna eat a chicken sandwich while I'm sweating.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So I have to go home, eat the shit cold, and I'm like, oh, at least I did my part. Apparently, we fucking still lose.
Imagine eating on the train out of breath. That's crazy.
That's what, sweating. And I had a jacket on, but the worst part was I had a jacket on, right? But I'm like, I don't know, I have nowhere to put it, so I can't take it off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what am I going to take it off, eat from the fucking plastic bag? It's just a lot. It's just a mess. I don't want to make a fucking scene. So anyway, I voted yes. And for no reason, apparently, because they, you know. And I feel bad. I feel like it's a compromise. I feel like they want a treaty, and this was a compromise. And then now this didn't happen.
I think in Western Australia, the polls were still open, and the no had already passed. Like, and so like there were people that were like gonna go vote in Western Australia, and they were just like looking at the news like, oh, it's already not passed.
Bro, ain't no one voting yes in fucking Western Australia, bro.
Yeah.
Even in Melbourne, only the major cities voted yes.
Probably. If you look at the map, I looked at like a map of the distribution of the votes,
just in the
and
cities.
it's just like it's all inner city, and then as soon as you go out, it's like it's
then
all like
people are like, oh, they're not
messing up.
educated. I'm like, I wouldn't say that. This is just a bad marketing campaign. It was fucking horrendous.
Man, that's not great marketing too. It's like, well, if you vote no, you're racist, and I did educated. It's like, well, why would you just think it? Just think it.
Making it so divisive.
But just like saying every thought you have, you know.
Yeah.
Just letting it go, Jada Pinkett Smith style. You know, every thought you have, get a diary. You know what I mean?
The thing online, like, if you're not educated because you voted no, I'm like, no, motherfuckers. Like, I had to tell people that I know what the vote was about. Like, kind of break it down for them a bit more. And you know what my breakdown was for black people? How you as a black man gonna say no to this?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, think about it. You're lucky you're even on this land, motherfucker. And you say no to them?
On your knees for the white man.
I swear to God. I had to do reverse psychology on them. And I hope it worked.
Could it be me?
That's literally how it was. It's like, how can you say no to the indigenous population as a black person? That was easier to argue than the actual fucking referendum.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're right. It's fucked up. My bad.
You got to fight you got to fight conspiracy with conspiracy.
With niggas? You said I always say you said one of the smartest things I've ever heard in my life.
What'd I say?
You said if they taught math like with a conspiracy theory, niggas would be the smartest people. I steal that joke.
I remember you telling me that, like, I told you that.
I say that. You didn't see. You said that. You said that. You said that. Yeah, you said it.
I would have said
full of niggas. That's what you said it to.
Because he was talking about like flat Earth, like he was off the deep, but he wasn't even doing it. He was doing annoying shit where he's like, "Look, I don't believe in flat Earth, but it's like, what do you mean, but?"
Elias used to do that too, but he's changed.
Oh, Elias still does that.
No. Nowadays he's like, hey. Yeah. Now he's be like, "There's a 0.001% chance." I said, lazy thoughts,
like,
bro. Fucking hell. No one's gonna prove gravity. Oh my god. Nigga, we were in the same 7th grade physics class. We both failed. All right, let's not talk about gravity. Oh my god. So, then, do you think Australia's racist in general?
I don't even know what that question means. Like, it's like, like everywhere's racist. It's like, have you heard what your parents think of anyone that's not Ethiopian?
Black people can't be racist.
Okay. I mean, you haven't met my family.
First of all,
no, I'm kidding.
What they think of other Ethiopians.
Anybody,
let alone
anybody.
Another tribe.
Everybody talks shit about everybody, but like, even like, man, like, you've probably heard it. You've like, let's not like say who's who or whatever, but you've heard like you tell a story about somebody and they're like, were they Indian? Where they're from? It's like, why do you need to know the race of the person that's in the story?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
you said same shit
about me directly. When I get cut off by a car, I'm like, there's some goddamn woman.
You play the
drive
game
fast, like I bet he identifies as a woman. No, but I know what you mean. But like in general, it's hard to say is Australia racist. I think Australia's the same as it's always been.
It happens, but like,
you know what I'm saying? It's the same as it always been.
I don't think so.
No, what do you mean?
It used to be crazy. I feel like
used to be crazy.
Remember back when we first started going out into the city, it was like
pretty bad.
The height of like the apex days, where like we would get stopped if we were
apex predators, nigga, say with your chest.
Yeah, if we had like a group of more than like 3 guys together, you just get like, we got stopped by police just for like walking, like nothing.
Yeah, but then you never thought the police were gonna kill you.
That's true. They'd just be annoying. They'd be like friendly.
Shout out America.
Yeah, like annoyingly friendly as well. Like, can you leave me alone, man?
Yeah,
please?
they try to be a friend and
shit.
Once they took a photo of us, and they're like, "What the fuck? Why are you taking
photos?" They don't like touch you or nothing, but yeah.
But they asked like, "Can we take photos of you guys?" Like, for what? Just in case a crime happens later.
I was like,
motherfucker, what does that mean?
That's the worst possible answer. So what do you mean?
I was like, you could have said anything else. You could have said anything else. You said prevention. I said prevention. So you trying to frame me? Oh man. No, the thing is though, like,
this was crazy. Anytime it was like, just it was African gangs. It's just like,
Yeah.
first of all, they were Sudanese. Right?
Yeah. No, bro, but like when I think of Australia in general, right? Or just not Australia, like when you come to these like Western countries, America, Australia, Canada, wherever the fuck it is, England, when you want like acknowledgement as the indigenous population, you can't ask the country to give it to you. You kind of have to take it.
Yeah, we acknowledge them in the bottom of all of our emails that we send. All right,
That's
what
it.
else do you need?
That's how
It's fucking crazy.
Like you're asking people that are like upset that you acknowledge the land before you have a conversation or you have a presentation. You have to take that shit. And I feel bad for the indigenous population because I feel like in Torres Strait Islanders, I feel like they're kind of nomads, right?
I'm not gonna lie.
Violent.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what a Torres Strait Islander is,
Bro.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that is.
I assume they're Samoans.
Yeah.
Or Solomon Islands.
Do you reckon? Like,
Is that Torres Strait Islanders? Solomon Islands?
I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like I looked it up once, and I'm like, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. My point is, long story short, is you have to take the shit by force. You can't give it up to the country.
Oh, actually, no, it is. It's like northern, like
Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, above like Queensland and stuff. It's like that area, I think, like those islands.
Is it Papua New Guinea?
And there's
Is Papua New Guinea big as Torres Strait Islands?
No, I think there's like other islands around. Not.
What other islands?
I think there's other islands like
That people
little
are-
islands up there. I don't know. I think they used to. Well, I think they came here. I don't know.
From Christmas Island? No.
I think so. I think around there. I don't know.
Is it Christmas Island where they hold all the refugees?
I hope to God that none of the 7 people that listen to this know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Like, so when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm like, you can't ask the government or the general population to do it. You kind of have to just take it. You kind of have to like put someone in the position where they kind of just put it in for you. Someone like a Trump, where it's like, not Trump literally, but like someone that's divisive, right? So it's like, yo, when I come in power, I'm giving you this treaty. Or I'm giving you this. Because you not only did you compromised and you lost. Now what?
I don't know. I think this is the way to do it.
Nah, bro.
Because if it goes through, then like you can't argue it. But if something gets like taken,
Australians fake care.
then it's easy to like hate on it.
They'll hate on it for like 10 seconds and be like, alright, I'm over it.
But have you noticed, like, even with the no vote coming through, it's like everyone's like, okay, it was voted on, it's a no, even if you're like for it.
Yeah, because we don't know what we're voting for.
There's not this like, I feel like there would be, like, there's no like riots or anything because there was like a no.
You know what it is?
And I feel like if there was yes, there wouldn't be any.
It's because they're embarrassed.
Well, that's what I mean. Because you can go if everyone votes on it and you're like, you know what, I think it'll be a yes, and then it doesn't go through. You can be embarrassed by it. But if something gets like taken, you can be like angry about it. You can't really be angry about like losing.
Angry.
You know.
You don't have to tell the Australian population; they wouldn't even notice. They'll find out one day when something controversial happens, and they're like, "We have to ask the advisory board." And someone's like, "We have an advisory board," and then they get upset.
You know what they should have been? It should have come with a public holiday.
Oh,
Easy.
That's perfect.
It come with a public holiday. It's easy.
That's all we need.
That's 95%
We have
yes.
a public holiday for a fucking AFL game,
Yeah.
a footy game. We have a public holiday for the day before, like, and a horse race.
I reckon that's what you do. You just add a public holiday and then like
Oh, that would have been perfect.
and then like promise like the yes campaign just set up like sausage sizzles out the front, but only the yes people are setting up the sausage sizzles. Easy.
Oh, yeah. They should have said, and it's, honestly, they could have said anything about what was going to happen. Be like, we're going to fight for another public holiday in this country.
Yeah.
You think it would have been like, another public holiday?
What?
Yes. Even if they didn't do it, this is yes. Man.
Everyone calling up.
Yeah.
I live in Ascot Vale. What?
So, I've been barely listening to it.
Drake
And
album.
I love it. And I mean, I love it. I don't say I love it because that's not like I'm dick riding because I haven't barely listened to it. But I do think Drake's the GOAT in music. In hip hop, at least. Have you heard the album?
I heard the album. I think I listened to it like once. Maybe a few songs I listened to more than once. But like
23 songs is a lot.
all these albums are so long. But it's like, isn't that like a way to like game the algorithms? Where it's like you get paid per stream and like it racks up your numbers because if you only have like 10 songs, that's only 10 listens per person. But if you have like 20, 30, 40 songs, whatever, that's like
Maybe.
your numbers go up.
But I
think
just feel
so.
like he just had a bunch of music to release. He doesn't care that shit. I feel like he just releases music.
My thing with Drake is that like the last album that I liked is
You better not say it wasn't her loss.
no the last one I like, which I feel like for a lot of people that aren't like huge Drake fans, was If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
First of all, nigga, you hater.
What?
That shit came out in 2015.
That's the last one I liked.
You didn't like her loss? With 21 Savage? 21.
It was alright.
Can you do something for me?
Her Loss was okay. Actually, I'll take that back. Her Loss was alright.
What about Honestly Nevermind?
Nah, none of the other ones I really like. But
What
like,
about
the singles that I like. The
Views?
last,
You like Views?
there's singles that I like.
Views
But
is
the album,
amazing.
I like in terms of album. Like, I like.
Yes.
If you're reading this, it's too late. I love
It is.
that
It is.
album.
I like that.
That's
love
a great
that.
album.
It's
I
a
like-
great album. One of my favorites.
But I think that was like the first. But also, that was kind of the first Drake album where I was like, I loved it because I was never into him like when he was first
Even
coming up.
Take Care.
I wasn't like listening to Drake that much when he was coming up, so I just
Thank
get
Me
like
Later?
signals, and then like I never went back either. So like, but the last one I liked was If You're Reading This Is Too Late, and then like
What's
since
the other one you liked?
going back, I like Nothing Was the Same. I do like those
I don't
albums.
even like that album. Nothing
I like
to
that
Say.
one. I like Nothing Was the Same.
You know what it is?
I mean, I like Pound Cake.
Oh my god. You know what I like more than Pound Cake?
What?
The fucking freestyle Childish Gambino did over it. On fucking Ebro in the Morning.
That was a crazy freestyle.
I prefer
It's a
that
good
over the
beat.
song.
It's a good beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think
Yeah, but when Jay-Z said cake, 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 upside down cake, fruit cake, when he said that,
that's it.
Jay-Z has the like, worst track record. That plus his verse in Monster is crazy. Like you can go Pound Cake, he's just listing kinds of cake, and then in Monster he goes Frankenstein, a zombie with no conscience. He's just like listing.
Well, that's all
monsters.
fucking. First of all, to be fair, Nicki Minaj is on that song, right? That might be Nicki Minaj's best verse ever.
Yeah. Of course.
Damn, that's a good album. But with Drake, an artist in general.
He puts out singles like once a year. He'll have a single that maybe once a year, every 2 years, he has a single that I'm like, this is great.
5.
But in terms of, but I don't know. Okay, all right.
5 a month.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, they go crazy, but like it's not. I'm not. There's like, I don't know. Laugh Now, Cry Later. That was like when that came out. I was like, he still got it. Like it was kind of that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But every so often, he comes out with something where like, oh, he still got it. But then he'll have a whole album, and it's too long. First of all,
23
It's-
songs. This is a long album.
it's so long, and it's just like filler. And then now, I feel like now what he does since More Life, I reckon, he
Damn, that's another good
all
album.
More Life was alright, but like More Life, that's when he started doing the thing where it's like the longest album of all time, and it's just kind of a playlist of like different styles that he likes.
Yeah, he sings a lot now.
And then like that's kind of what he does now, where like every song is like a different style. But now he'll have someone on like when he puts out when he has a feature, like when he has someone feature on his album, he just makes one of their songs, and he feels like he's featuring on their song.
Nah, get the
Always,
hell outta
I
here.
swear to God, always.
Bro, it's Drake featuring Drake. He said this in one of his songs.
He had a Yeet
Every
song.
song sounds like Drake featuring Drake.
What's the Yeet one? It's
Yeah,
just a Yeet song, and then he like
yeah, the one on the
and Drake's like trying to like copy his flow on it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of that. It sounds like a Yeet song.
Money for
But-
fun, fucking.
But,
Fuck outta
hey
here.
man, if he wants to do fucking grime, Drake could do grime. My point is, when artists, right?
That's the other thing. He has like grime artists on. He'll just do a grime song and have a grime artist. It's like, why don't you have them do your shit?
Nah,
It's your album.
First of all, Drake kills every genre except that weird shit that they eat me on and stuff. But in general, when it comes to albums, right? These artists, I don't have to like the album more than the previous one to appreciate that the artist has gotten better. Right? Like you have a favorite album. For me, Drake's Take Care, Views, for me is like my favorite, right? Honestly, never mind. But I can see that from Take Care, whatever the next album was after that, it was Views. After Views was More Life, maybe, right? And I'm like, More Life is better than Views, but I still prefer Views more than More Life. I can see how someone's getting better.
I like views.
J.
I
Cole's
like
like-
views.
You know what I'm saying? Like J. Cole for me, like my favorite artist of all time. And I can see how each album gets better and better, but I'm like, I'm not appreciating maybe that, you know? And then you have people like Kendrick. Can we end the conversation with Kendrick? He's not in the conversation anymore. He's gone. He's lost. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah,
Bro, nigga, I want an album, not a goddamn therapy session.
I was the biggest Kendrick fan ever,
Bro,
and that album is like, the album's like. You ever seen the movie Requiem for a Dream?
the fucker with Marlon Wayans?
Yeah.
No. But I see the trailer. I was thinking that, yeah, it's Marlon Wayans. I'm gonna watch this movie. It's on my
wasn't
list.
it?
It's on my list.
So that movie is
Crackhead, yeah?
it's just like a horrifying movie about like junkies and like it's these young people that sort of dabble with drugs and
That's
they
why I
get
didn't
into
watch it.
heroin. It just gets sadder and sadder and sadder, and then it gets to a point where like if you've ever watched a movie, you're like, oh, at some point it's gonna turn around and it just gets way worse, and the movie ends and you're like, man, I hate everything. That's the saddest I've ever felt. I never want to watch that movie again. It was very good, but I never want to watch it again. That's what Kendrick's album was, where it's like, I'm not saying it was bad. It was great, but it's like I never want to watch it again.
It's too
like
personal.
it's like this.
It's too personal.
It's great,
It's
but
not
it's like
commercial.
I can't listen to it again.
People hate when an album's too commercial, right? But I'm just like, it needs to have a commercial.
This is the
hit.
exact opposite of that.
Exactly. So Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, like swimming pools, right? sit down, drank. He's talking about alcoholism, but he's mixing it in a way where you can still enjoy the song.
Because he used to do this thing where he would make ironic. He would make bangers, but he'd do them ironically.
Yeah.
Like Backseat Freestyle, the whole concept of that is like, I'm a dumb kid in the backseat
Yeah.
with my boys, and we're rapping, and we just rap about dumb shit. And he has that one, and then Swimming Pools on the same... Was that the same album?
Yeah.
Swimming Pool on the same album.
And Good Kid, Mad City. If he died after that, he would have been known as the greatest rapper of all time.
Swimming Pools is a song about alcoholism, but it's like a drinking anthem. Because he's talking about alcoholism, but he's like, just pull up, drink, sit down, drink. But he's talking about how like alcohol ruined his family.
So
but he makes a banger out of it. So it's like but
now he's not doing it anymore.
But then he like made the lyrics kind of match the vibe of the song.
The whole album is
the
one
irony
story.
kind of goes, so you can't like.
The whole album's one story.
You can't listen to it.
No, the whole album's one story as well. Like the thing is, he chooses. For me, I'm like, Kendrick is choosing to be so personal in his music that he's not even considering how can an audience connect with him. Because it's hard to connect with him because I'm like, bro, this is so like unique to you, which is amazing, and I can appreciate it. But my goddamn, my nigga, like, how many times can I listen to this? I have people in the car. Like,
I can't just listen to domestic violence.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna have people in the car, and this is, bro, you have that kind of album. You have to listen to by yourself.
Yeah.
You can't listen to this shit with your girlfriend. Like, what's going on, Kendrick?
You know what it was? Is To Pimp a Butterfly. He had that song, You. You is the one where you can hear him like he's rapping like he's drunk, and you hear like a bottle swishing.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's a great song, but it's like you don't just listen to that again, right? But the thing is, he has songs like on that album called like where it's about like depression or whatever, but it's like a super happy song where he does this thing where he
can pick and choose.
He makes like the subject that he's talking about is like really serious and like maybe something really like personal to him, but then the actual song itself, the melody, the beats or whatever are like the opposite of that. So he like sneaks the thing.
You know what Kendrick is?
So it's some kind of irony or whatever.
Do you know what it is?
It works because like you can make if you just make an upbeat bubblegum song and then you're just rapping about like lollipops and rainbows, nobody wants to hear that. But if you make that and you're talking about like like Hey Ya, it's about like a relationship breaking down or some shit,
Do you know what Kendrick is? He's the Mona Lisa. You're looking at it like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. But then if you're being honest with yourself, you're like, come on, nigga, I know some niggas that can draw better than this. It's just like, we appreciate it. It was amazing. It's like, Good Kid, Mad City is Mona Lisa. Kendrick's catalog is Mona Lisa. It's like, oh, this is impressive and amazing, but you're like, oh, come on. Like, if we're being honest, like, some people that can draw
this
better
is a lady sitting down.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas that can draw better than this.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather see fireworks, nigga. You think someone's gonna listen to this, like, look at these niggas, man. I bet Young Thug's their favorite rapper. No, I don't fuck with Young Thug like that. I used to love Lil Baby, but he's fallen off now. It's kind of sad.
I don't even know who I like anymore, man.
Nah, I still love Moneybagg Yo. Ugh, fuck with Moneybagg Yo. Anybody from Memphis? I love Young Dolph. That's my favorite rapper.
I like Lil Durk.
You like Lil Durk?
I like Lil Durk.
Lil Durk's alright, but then
I don't listen to a lot of him, but every time I hear him, I'm like, I like this guy.
Features though.
Yeah, I like his features.
Yeah, I like his features. I should listen to his music. I like the stuff he made with.
Laugh Now Cry Later. I mentioned that before. He was on that.
You know what's crazy? I don't like that song.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
I like that song.
Because of Lil Durk.
Oh, really?
I swear to God. Shit pissed me off. I was like, why is this fucking Chicago nigga on here, bro? Hey. So, the thing about Drake's album, which is what makes it amazing, is because of this album, Drake has now had over 300 songs in the top 100 on Billboard. Most of all time.
Here's the thing about rap. Like, I don't know if you can...
He just surpassed Michael Jackson.
It's hard to have, like, a GOAT in hip-hop because, like, all the GOATs died at, like, 25.
Yeah, like, imagine if Kendrick died. That's
so
why I say they don't count.
He's still... Yeah, so it's like there's not many...
People say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
But, like, only in the East Coast of America do niggas say Jay-Z.
That's so true.
Nowhere else in the world.
That's
Everyone else in the world would be like Drake. The West Coast of America, they start... Bro, they don't go to California. Niggas from fucking the Bay Area start talking about E40.
You're out your mind.
Bro, I can't believe the shit they say sometimes. It's like E40 started.
Yup.
I'm like, bro, you don't get the fuck out of here with E40, bro.
Dinner? Yup. What's the? Nope.
No, but Drake, like, because the thing.
I like E40 though.
Yeah, I don't mind him, but to consider him like the most. Can you imagine? I had a roommate from the Bay Area. Darren,
I reckon even Nas. I'm like he had like 2 albums. Like,
bro, the first one, Automatic. That's it.
Yeah.
I was
still mad because I had 2. Like, but
yeah,
that's 2 albums.
Nah, Drake's a good 300 songs in the top 100. You know what's crazy? I probably know all 300 of those songs, but I see them.
Is that what you can consider like the GOAT though?
No.
Like just who's the most successful?
I mean,
people talk about this shit.
No, how I see it is you put it on any metric before you discuss who's the GOAT. Pick the metrics you want to put it on, and I bet you Drake's in the top 3 in all of them, and no one else is.
I will say, like,
Any metric you put for the GOAT, Drake's in top 3.
I wouldn't say like
if not one.
The only one I wouldn't give him, I reckon, is like flow. Like I just don't like in terms of rap flow. But then again, the fact that he sings, like maybe that he brings it up.
Makes fucking singing.
You probably make a good argument for that. Yeah.
This records of all time, Drake is in there now.
That's true.
He made it into a fucking. The only song I can think of bigger than that is "Hit 'Em Up."
Back to back went crazy.
Even then, I'm like, was "Hit 'Em Up" even that big? I wasn't around for that, but "Hit 'Em" back to back, I'm like, bro, that was in the clubs on the radio.
No, you can't play "Hit 'Em Up" right now. Like "Hit 'Em Up's one of those songs where you just heard it so many times you don't actually think about it. Just like read the lyrics to "Hit 'Em Up," like just the how it opens and how it ends. It's insane. It's like it's crazy.
How long did Tupac die after that?
Die slow, my fofo, make sure all your kids don't grow. What the like? That's crazy. He's like killing his kids.
But then like Pac also had that that was his like personality.
Yeah.
Drake was making fun of himself. How you gonna get bodied by a singing nigga? Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. It was just like at that point, you can't even respond because
I live in a trailer park with my mom.
Because I remember Meek Mill. I remember what happened because Hotline Bling came out with another diss song, right? And then he tweeted Drake. He called that a diss. And I remember hearing the song that came out with Hotline Bling. I remember hearing Hotline Bling. I'm like, God damn, this song's a banger. Because of all the hype, no one's ignoring that. Then he came out back to back. And it was game, set, match. He never tweeted after that. And then he ended up in prison. And then, after all that, he made a music video for Hotline Bling. And it fucking blew up. 6 months after.
Was it after that?
Yeah, 6 months after. I remember when it came out. Because I remember thinking like, God damn, this song's a hit. I still think to this day...
That song was so big that Trump did a parody on Saturday Night Live of Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
I think a bigger song is Grease. If they make a music video for Grease, you know the song Grease? On me.
No, I don't know.
I forgot the beat now.
Yeah, that's... Say All Me?
No, Grease.
Okay, yeah.
All Me, yeah. I Can Fly You Out to Greece, yeah.
No, I don't know that song.
It's DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled.
Oh, was that on...
Well, he's like a bird flying. That's the visual.
Was that one Key or whatever it was? No.
Nah, it's not on any album.
Not Suffering from Success. Remember that one?
Oh, my God. That's my guy, Khaled.
That guy.
But then also, so for example, Drake now has 13 number 1 albums. Right? Which is fucking unheard of. Except the only other hip-hop artist that has that is Jay-Z.
Jay-Z has 13 number 1s?
Yeah, but let me put a caveat to that. I remember when I was in America, 2 of Jay-Z's albums went number 1. Right? You know why they went number 1? He did a deal with Samsung. So when you bought the new Samsung when it came out, the day it came out, it counted as you got the album with it.
That's crazy.
So it was part of a bundle pack. You could sell 1 million fucking copies easy like that. The other one, he did a concert tour with Linkin Park. Buy a concert ticket, you get an album with it.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that's listened to the last... Oh, was that 444?
No, this 444 was the one with the Samsung one.
Okay.
That's a good album.
That's a great album.
But my point is, he does these bundles.
That's like a hip-hop. There's no way that's like number 1 in hip-hop, but like, yeah. Not like number one, right?
Yeah, I guess it was number 1 when it came out. Because it did the fucking bundle pack with the fucking Samsung.
Yeah, because like no one's...
It was a bullshit bundle deal.
That song's about like being a dad and investing and shit like that. Yeah, that whole album.
No, but that's what he did. He did those bundle packs and it worked out. So my point is, I think Drake's the GOAT. Objectively, he's not my favorite artist of all time. Is he in my top 5? Shit, nigga might be there. But he's the greatest for me. The greatest artist, the greatest rapper. Rapper, not artist.
I mean, just earlier, one of the songs you just played was "What's Poppin'" by Jack Harlow. That's a Drake clone. You know, like that's.
Yeah.
Like he's influenced a lot of people. I feel like.
Yeah, he's been around fucking how long, man? Since we were kids.
Since Degrassi.
Bro, he's been on top since I was in high school. Pause.
That's true.
So gay.
My life be like, ooh, yeah. My life be like, ooh, yeah.
You hear that?
Lord, if you see me, please come my way.
Alright, so how we normally end it, we've been on for a minute. I think we did it right today. Is we play the game Never Have I Ever. You remember?
I do remember.
But I didn't bring the decks, so I just googled the questions. And I'm just going to ask you the question, and it's simple. So if you've done it, you tell us what happened. And if you didn't do it, you tell us what you would do in that situation.
All right.
So, all right. Some good questions here, but we both have girlfriends nowadays, so I can't ask these.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what kind of questions you ask?
Never have I ever lied about my age.
I mean, yeah, like getting to clubs and stuff, but like, not since then.
Any other reason?
No, not since then. You prefer to be younger?
Creepy
ass.
We have a friend or mention his name. I don't know if you were with us. This is back in the underage days. We used to go to underage festivals.
I remember hearing about.
This is hilarious. So our friend used to be a promoter for these underage festivals, but he turned 18, so he had to leave. He couldn't. He was like, sorry, nigga.
Get out of here with your pension having ass.
I swear to God, like, yo, get out of here, old man. You're not part of us. The worst part was, like, underage is, like, as you get older, so when ages of, I think, 14 to, like, maybe 13, 13 is young to be on underages, but 13 to, like, 15 and a half, 16, you enjoy it.
Just
from 16 to 18?
Just before you're old enough to lie about your age to get into a club?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that age.
And at the age where it's, like, because people hook up at underages all the time. Right?
It's like what you do.
Bro, I would never let my children go there, first of all.
You go, they get glandular fever.
I swear to God. But the thing is, they're all like, everyone there is like fresh. So like, no one's going to get sick because they're all like, But my point is, you can hook up with a girl there and not even talk to them on the dance floor. So you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Then you get older, you're like,
just get grabbed by the back of the head. Like, what?
Bro, guys, this is how fucked up niggas used to be. There'd be two niggas, right? One nigga would hook up with the girl and the other nigga would steal her phone from the back pocket while he's hooking up with her. And this was a common occurrence. So a lot of girls lost their phones.
Damn.
Anyway, we had a friend. He used to be promoter for these underages. And eventually there's this big one called Good Life. And at this point, I think we were all 16, just about to turn 17, and he was 17. He just turned 18. Like, I swear, probably like the week before. And it got to the point that underages where they start asking you for ID to make sure you're under the age.
That's embarrassing.
Right? So we're going to underages now, and it's like you get asked to show ID to make sure you're under the age of 18. So we get there. And this guy had to get somebody else's ID. Had to get somebody else who's under 18.
Shame.
And fortunately, he has a baby face, so they let him in. And then he's in there as an 18-year-old. He's like, bro, you guys better never tell anybody. This was more than 10 years ago.
You've told me multiple times about
this. Oh my God. We bring it up to him all the time. Like, hey, bro, remember when you were 18 and underage? He didn't hook up with no girls or nothing like that, so it wasn't bad. But,
yeah, literally just had nothing else to do. It's like this or just like hang out by yourself. There's nothing else. You have nothing to do.
Like, stop hanging out with kids, you fucking pedo. That's what we told him as we're hanging out with him. So he lied about his age. Have I ever lied about my age? Yes. When I was in America, this is a while ago. This is when I first moved there. I was 20. And, 20 in America, you can't go out. But I've been going out for 2 years here. So I got a fake ID made in Australia and went out there. And Elias and Brooke came to visit. This is like probably my first 6 months there. We got to the club. And I use a fake ID to get in, everything. The guys get in. Brooks older than me. He's 21. Elias had a fake ID. We get in. And end of the night, niggas be horny.
Now you're dropping names.
No, this is me. This is my story.
Oh, okay,
they just haven't been with me.
Right.
And I'm staying with them in Hollywood. Because they got like a hostel in Hollywood. I'm staying with them, but just because someone didn't pay for the bed underneath them. I didn't pay.
Yeah.
And I remember, at the end of the night, you're looking around like, oh my God, like, you're kind of horny, 20-year-old. So I find this girl. And she's like, hey, we'll go to my place. And she's right around the corner from where the guys are staying. So go with her, leave. Next day, before I leave, she actually made breakfast. And she's like, I'll order you the Uber and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And she's like, how old are you? Obviously,
I was going to say, at 20, it's like, she's not 20. She's making you food and or you a
yeah,
car.
Even I know this.
That's an adult.
That's the same. I know this. I lie, right? I'm like, I'm 20 at this point. I'm like, I'm 24. Thinking that that's a close range.
She's like, damn.
She's like, damn. And I was like, oh, how old are you? She's like, 34. She was 34.
Yeah, that's alright.
I was 20. Yeah. It was 14-year difference.
Yeah,
she was a teenager.
crazy. Yeah.
Anyway, she paid for my Uber home. I didn't even know about Ubers back then. That's how I knew I was so American.
Yeah, this is like...
this is right before, right when Uber started.
This is right before, yeah.
And then I went back to Elias and them, and yeah, that was my time. I lied about my age. So you don't have.
So that was to be older.
Huh?
I don't think I've never needed to. I don't know.
I actually lie about my age now. I just turned 29, but I tell people I'm 28 sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I forget how old I am.
No.
That started happening like last few years. Just happens.
Damn, we're getting old, huh?
Yeah, damn.
We're like, damn. I literally told myself the other day, I'm like, am I 28 or 29? I was like, wait, I'm 94.
I don't even know when my birthday is. Like, I mean, I know the day, but like, it'll be coming up, and I'll be like, at some point, it'll just be
You're born
the month.
in. No, I know when you were born. Don't tell me. Your birthday wasn't recently. It was June.
Yep.
Oh, okay, June 17th. I mean, I guess the month.
It's the 4th.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be like
birthday?
late May or something. It'll hit June, and I'll be like, oh shit, my birthday's like it'll take until it's like a few days away from my birthday before I realize it's my birthday.
Born same day as Beyonce, so I'm prepared for
you're
it.
July something, right?
The fucking nigga, you were my birthday less than a month ago.
Was it?
When did your mom go to Ethiopia?
Oh, I was. Damn. That was September.
Oh wow, yes, congratulations. Same day as Beyonce, bro. So I know when my birthday's coming up every fucking year.
What is it? September.
What's Beyonce's album called? One of them's called named after her birthday.
Man, I don't know these Beyonce
Jay-Z.
albums like you do.
Jay-Z's album. What was it called? You just mentioned it earlier.
Oh, 444.
So my birthday's on there.
Fourth?
The
It's the fourth? The eighth? Okay, I don't know.
I'm just like, it's more than fourth. I was like, this was like the 12th. No, it's...
Trying to
it's-
add them all? Is it
no,
12?
it's the 4th. So Beyonce's the same day. So I've actually walked in a house before, like all my cousins. I have a lot of girl cousins. And they had a cake for Beyonce.
Brag about it.
They had a girl about Beyonce. They had a cake for Beyonce, not for me.
Damn.
On the 4th of September.
It's a creepy shit.
That's what I said. I'm like, fucking cult members, bro. Fucking...
Like the candles trying to summon her.
I swear to God.
Cut their hands, pour blood on the cake.
Yeah, the crazy part is,
The
I'm like,
lights out.
they want Beyonce every day. I'm like, this is no different at the end of the day. The only difference is you guys bought a cake and didn't even consider putting my name on it and letting me at least have a moment.
That's crazy. That's so much disrespect.
I hate Beyonce.
I
If I ever become famous, I'll change my birthday to September 4th to September 3rd. Because I could never become more famous than Beyonce. I don't want to share her birthday.
I just remembered, this is going back a bit, but like, you were talking about public toilets. Did I tell you at the time, I was at a shopping center one time. I went to the toilet, and while I was in there, in the cubicle, there was a cleaner. This is a full bathroom, by the way. Like, I had to wait to get into the cubicle. I got in, and a cleaner was cleaning the outside of the stall, and then put their hand underneath the stall to clean, like with a brush and stuff, like brushing and like wiping.
Wait,
like,
you sent a video of this?
yeah, I have a video of it.
Yeah,
I have
I
a video.
remember
I'm like
this.
on the toilet, and there's this hand coming through, like wiping and just
I
brushing.
remember.
It's like a brush, like brushing the tiles and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Nigga couldn't wait, bro.
I was like, I put my feet up. I was terrified. I thought I was gonna get grabbed.
Nah, that's pretty weird. You know, I don't use the toilets. I say.
And you know what?
shamelessly.
I still was shit in a public toilet. I don't care. They
Yeah.
didn't phase me.
No, I was gonna say, you know how they give you like the seat to put on top of the seat, like the toilet paper
They
thing.
just give it a wipe.
I don't do that. And it looks clean.
I mean, if it's yeah,
It looks clean. I'm like, you know what I do? I
It's wet,
spread
you
my
give it a
cheeks
wipe.
on it too. If it's clean, so my poop can come out directly. So I put one cheek on one, and I pull, and I put the other cheek on the other one. So
You
when
aim.
I poop, it just comes out like that.
technique.
Exactly.
Techers.
And then I see the skin marks. I'm like, yo, how is there still a skin mark here, bro? And then the worst part is the skin marks be hella high sometimes, right? And I'm like, yo, I started thinking, like, do I have a hole in my back? Because I remember a friend named Elias, and he used to work at Hungry Jack's. He said once he saw this big fat guy going to the restroom. He's like, he knew. He's like, fuck, he's gonna fuck at the bathroom. And he said he went in there and he goes, he almost vomited. He goes, there was shit all over the walls.
How does that happen?
That's what I said. And then I'm like, nowadays when I'm taking poops, I'm like, yo, it's so high up. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't seem that unfeasible to me anymore that somebody could
I
shit
feel like that
on the
happens if it starts before you even sit down. Like it has to.
wall. Bro, it was on the walls, he said. I'm like, how's it like? Because if you bent over, it has to shoot up still.
It's what handstands.
But he's fat, he said.
That's true.
And I was thought to myself, like, yeah, how does shit get on the walls like that? Because it looks like it was shot on the walls. It doesn't look like it was like handed on the walls. It looked like it was like a machine gun on the
A
wall.
paintball.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, don't ever say we don't have range. We
That's
went from referendums to
Shit on the wall.
broken rectums, you know?
Referendums. If the vote happened again next week, what are you voting?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't changed my mind.
I'd be annoyed. I'm like, you guys make me vote twice.
You're gonna be on the winning team.
I said, hey man, these niggas got a point, man. I don't know.
This guy that shows up to the game with 2 jerseys on, takes one off. This
Yeah,
team loses.
literally, one of the team loses. Nah, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't see indigenous people getting a treaty unless it's forced by a government.
We're for real going back to this after shit started.
Hey man,
That's crazy.
I felt bad. I got shitted on, bro, this week. You know, I did my part, so I can't feel too bad, and I do my part.
Yeah.
So like, I'll do my part, continue to do it. So it's not, I can talk shit about it because I'm like, I do what needs to be done.
Yeah, again, I don't really feel bad. I feel like the stakes weren't that high. Like, even a yes vote doesn't really
Yeah.
say a lot. I don't know. Like, what is... You know?
No.
You ask for nothing and you still don't get it.
That's the crazy part. You asked for nothing and they said no. Fuck that, bro.
That's
I ain't gonna lie.
crazy.
I'll be on some Hamas shit, bro. I'm like, what?
Hey, yo.
Give me the children to behead, nigga. I'm beheading motherfuckers in this, like Haiti, bro. Toussaint. I'm just killing every white person in sight.
You just barely voted. What are you talking about? You talking like give a
If
fuck?
I was indigenous. Or Torres Strait Islander. I'm not even Torres Strait Islander. I don't even know, bro. Apparently, they're all from the same Yeah, Papua New Guinea, you said, right? Papua New Guinea.
I think so. Maybe around that area, yeah, something like that.
What about New Zealanders?
That's a different. That's Maori,
They consider us the Papua New
Maori,
Guinea.
whatever. Yeah, it's true.
They're just islanders, no Torres Strait.
Yeah, but it's
Torres
just
gay. Fucking gonna get beat.
Hey, you heard him.
Hey, my bad.
Torres gay, pull up.
Yeah, pull up, motherfuckers. Alright, we'll just end it here.
Pause.
We're going too far.
You can't kill me, nigga. I swear that I done died before. God told me that I was gonna be here back in '94. Chevrolet got that motor, diamonds all on my molars. Parking lot, I lift the door up. Got your bitch smoking Coca-Cola. I can't even roll in peace. All my cars orange and green. I can't even